A new proposal to split the Methodist Church is unveiled today. The suggestion, an attempt to resolve a decades-long dispute over same-sex marriage, proposing traditionalist congregations separate into new denomination.
Well, WATE 6 on Your Side reporter Elizabeth Kubel joining us now after sitting down with a local pastor to find out if and how this could impact his church.
Well, Kristen, this has the potential to impact millions of people within that Methodist denomination. But that pastor telling me there's still a lot of ground to cover before this impacts each local church. The proposal itself is called a Protocol of Reconciliation and Grace Through Separation, signed in December by a 16-member panel and just unveiled today. A new development in a conversation that is far from new. A proposed split in the United Methodist Church after members of the 13 million person denomination have been at odds for years over the issue of same-sex marriage.
It's my hope that our church is able to maintain its missional position in the world and in our local communities without diluting that, and that folks can find a place to come and worship and serve and be able to have that true in their heart to what they believe.
The proposal envisioning an amicable separation in which conservative churches forming a new denomination would retain their assets. The new denomination would also receive $25 million. Pastor Larry Trotter doesn't anticipate an immediate impact locally.
Right now, it really doesn't have any impact. And until something concrete happens, we will just continue, and even after that, we will continue to be about the mission of the church.
And when or if something does become official, Pastor Trotter looking ahead to the decision-making process.
It would be a decision that would be made by the leadership of the church and ultimately by the church itself. It wouldn't be something that I would decide or any 2 or 3 people would decide. And it would only come after a long listening process and a process of conversation to figure out what the will of the church is.
Now again, this is not the first time church leaders haven't seen eye to eye on the issue of same-sex relationships. The rift widening last year when delegates voted 438 to 384 on a proposal affirming bans on LGBTQ inclusive practices, that ultimately leading to the panel drafting this newest proposal. Kristen?
All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much. And a reminder, as you heard Elizabeth say, this is just a proposal right now.
The next step could come at the church's general conference, which is scheduled for May.